When I was a police officer, one of the things that some drivers would do from time to time would be to lower their window just this much, just enough to slide their paperwork, driver's license, and all that out to me. Man, that could push my buttons, right? It's just so rude and obnoxious. But folks, you have to take a deep breath and let it go. Because anytime you let yourself become frustrated, impatient, offended, you increase the likelihood that you're going to end up saying or doing something that escalates the situation. And unfortunately, now we have the situation with NFL player Tyreek Hill and a Miami-Dade police officer, motorcycle motor officer. Check out this video real quick.
Hey, don't knock on my window like that, man. Don't knock on
Why
my
don't you have your seatbelt on?
Don't knock on my window.
Why don't you have your seatbelt
Don't
on?
knock on my window like that, though.
Like what?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up? I have to knock to let you know I'm here.
Don't knock
That
on
way you
my
can
window.
lower it and talk to
Just
you.
get my ticket, bro, so I can go. I'm finna be late, gang. Do what you gotta do.
Keep it down. Hey! Keep your window down. Hey! Keep your window down.
Don't tell me what.
Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car.
Give me that.
Get out of the car.
Give me that. I'm gonna break that window.
Get out of the car.
I'm finna get out.
Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
So apparently, this officer with his colleagues were running speed enforcement in looks what appears to be a construction zone. And apparently, Tyreek goes through fast enough to catch their attention. So this officer goes out there and makes a stop on him. When you walk up there and you find yourself encountering someone who is that loud, that rude, right off the bat, just take a deep breath and understand there is no law, rule, regulation, or policy that says that you must, you will, you shall react and respond to it. Stay focused. And right now, the focus should have been just getting the paperwork for this driver, because I've had that happen. You walk up there, and in this case, the officer, you just simply knocked on the window so that the driver would finally react and respond. And the first words out of Tyreek's mouth is a snarky, "Hey, don't knock on my window." Well, this is where the officer could have just, should have, would have just let it go. But instead, he has to engage with them. Well, why aren't you wearing your seatbelt? Why do you have your window up? I mean, just deep breath, accept that you've got a snarky, obnoxious, rude driver, get the paperwork, create distance by walking back to your motorcycle or car, write the ticket, get them on their way. Bada boom, bada bing. But in this case, the officer let himself get sucked down this rabbit hole where he's now engaging, and he just got himself clearly offended, frustrated, and to the point where he had to make a point with Tyreek that I'm in charge here and you will lower this window. Folks, I get it. We have an officer safety issue, right? Officer safety issue. We got a totally blacked out, tinted out car. You can't see inside. You can't see the driver's hands and all that. I need to share something with you. There will be times when you can't see into a car. You won't be able to see a subject's hands. You're not going to be able to see in the shadows. You might even have your back to someone. It is what it is. Dealing with human beings and traffic stops and stuff like that is very fluid, very dynamic. It will not always be textbook police academy perfect. You do the best you can. Don't let yourself get so focused on this situation. And you can see, yes, officer safety is critical. It's very important. However, you can see, and there are other incidences just like this, where the over-focused, creating a tunnel vision about officer safety, created a situation now where an officer is suspended, may lose his job, reputation tarnished, and the other guy, he's going to be lifted up as a model citizen, lifted up as a victim, and maybe win a settlement. Win, win, win. However, let's talk about Tyreek a little bit, because nothing happens in a vacuum. You know what he could have done different? He could have been nice. He could have been polite. And he could have just got his ticket and left. But he wants to be loud, and he wants to be rude, and he wants to be obnoxious. Even ESPN's Stephen Smith, ESPN's Stephen Smith calls him out on it. And you know, there are organizations out there that go through the trouble and time to teach people how to more effectively and safely interact with the police on a traffic stop. And as a driver's ed instructor a number of years ago, that was actually part of the curriculum, was how to inform and teach young people what to do, what to say, what not to do, what not to say when in contact with the police, especially on a traffic stop. And I can tell you, based on this video, Tyreek would have failed. He did not do anything right. Step one in being pulled over by the police: lower your window, hands where they can be seen, and you're polite. Be nice can go a long, long ways. And I can tell you from my own personal experience, people who were nice got away without getting a ticket. But that's just me. Folks, take a long, slow, deep breath. Assess the situation. Don't let yourself get sucked down this rabbit hole where you find yourself feeling like you have to engage with a loud, rude, obnoxious driver. Just let it go. Focus on your job. Get the paperwork you need. If they don't provide it, well, now that's something for you to step up on. However, when you've got the paperwork in your hand, and in the video you can see this officer had Tyreek's driver's license in his hand. He probably had the other documentation too. Let it go. Take a deep breath, let it go. Don't allow yourself to become frustrated, impatient, or offended. Be safe. Look out for each other. We'll catch you on the next video.